Today I fucked up by taking a dick day at work. Yep, you read that right. I woke up feeling terrible from allergies. I could hardly hold my eyes open and decided it would be best to stay home from work, so I opened up my laptop and began writing an email to my co-workers and managers. I quickly wrote up a message and sent it off to the roughly 40 people who needed to know I wouldn't be in, closed down my laptop and went back to bed. A few hours later I checked my email to see if there were any important messages, and that's when I discovered what I had done, a very unfortunate typo. In the subject line of the email, I wrote dick day instead of sick day. I was so embarrassed I contemplated taking another sick day the day after, just to avoid facing everyone. For the next year I suffered through endless jokes from my coworkers about the time I took sick time to jack off all day. It would be pretty funny if it wasn't so humiliating, Lamau. To this day, a few years later, I'm still extremely cautious double-checking the subject line on my sick day emails. Too long didn't read, took a sick day, wrote dick day in the subject line of my email to dozens of co-workers, managers, and my boss. Edit, to anyone concerned that this is still keeping me up at night. Don't worry, it's not. I returned to work the next day and laughed it off. I cringe a little when I remember this, but also find it super funny and tell people about it all the time. Yo Garth Vader 45, you coming into work today? Do you think if I come early it will look good on my performance review? Ha ha ha, don't feel bad. A head of HR once told everyone we had to keep our small vagina clean and tidy, because it was a shared place. I am Portuguese and kitchen cocina and small vagina conino are quite similar. I asked for dick leave once by doing the same typo. My supervisor approved me for 15 minutes and asked me what I was going to do the rest of the day. We should start a petition for a new holiday. Dick Day 2022 and beyond. I think it may be too hard to pull that one off. I feel your pain. Once wrote an email to the entire company, 1,500 plus people, concerning the new office printers. It was the manual for printing on letterhead in Dutch. Intended title, a frukknop briefpapier, printing on letterhead. Typo title, a frukknop briefpapier, jacking off on letterhead. Got a lot of comments from my female co-workers and an award for ICT Tip of the Year. That extra D makes a lot of difference, winking face. Today I fucked up by asking a guy if he loved me while we were having sex. Background, I met this super cute guy on Tinder a few months ago. We aren't a couple, but I have feelings for him. Also, we have ridiculously incredible sexual chemistry. I hadn't seen him in about a month and a half as I had been traveling for work. So he comes over today. One thing leads to another and we're in my bed. I'd say that we are both pretty vocal during the deed. There's a lot of moaning and hyping each other up. So he's saying things like I love how you feel and your bow today I fucked up and I am hitting him back with you are so sexy and you feel amazing. The scene of the fuck up. So he's on top. I have my legs pretzeling him. My hands are cupping his neck and he is kind of doing the same. He says, look at me. So I do. And in my mind I am like I should say something dirty because we are staring into each other's souls and it's ridiculously sexy. Big mistake. For the record, he kept saying things like I love how you feel or whatever and so I was going with the same grammatical construction. And so I am staring him dead in the eye, as he is basically leg locked inside of me, and I tried to ask do you love fucking me? Except it came out as do you fucking love me? Skull, 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 to which I realize what I just said and start frantically trying to explain that it's not what I meant to say, and it's definitely not a subconscious slip because obviously I don't love him, but I do like him. Bless his heart, that he just sort of laughed it off and went back to work. If he ever wants to see me again, I'll be surprised. Too long didn't read. Today I fucked up by trying to talk dirty but accidentally asking the man I like if he loves me, not my romantic cat face. I once called a girl mom in bed. Boy, that was an awkward breakfast. Removed. Oh, I feel your shame. Picture the scene. Young Pies, 17 years old. Just lost my virginity, on Valentine's Day, to my first serious girlfriend. Oh, naturally, in the warm afterglow, I ask her if she'll marry me. Record scratch. I don't recall her exact response, but I'm pretty sure it involved laughing at me. I was mortified, and a part of my youthful innocence died that day. Real today I fucked up in the comments. Told a woman I loved her within like 5 minutes of meeting her once. It wasn't even a date, she had just sat next to me on a bus and we'd struck up conversation. I just meant that she was super cool as we shared many interests, but it came out, dude, I fucking love you. I'm sure I was actively trying to edit the sentence and shove my words back in my mouth immediately. Embarrassing, but we laughed it off. Coming up on 10 years of marriage to her now. I wouldn't worry too much, it's sex talk. A lot of weird things are said. I've definitely told people I love you when I don't mean I love them. I just really appreciate them in the moment. The English language needs more words for love. He laughed it off and went back to work. I don't even know the guy, and I love him now. To be clear, I was also putting in work. Lol. Today I fucked up by gendering a printer. I work at a local grocery store, pretty causal vibes, but an older store with a pretty old infrastructure. Well, on some occasions if we are busy enough, our point of sale systems will start to get bogged down, causing a pretty significant delays in all aspects of the POS system, i.e. processing your payment to the actual printing of the receipt. I'm always apologetic when this happens and typically try to explain to the customer that I'm just waiting for the system to do its thing. Today as I was waiting on the printer, my customer asked me for the receipt. Our system has been on the struggle bus all day, so I reply, my apologies, our printer tends to get bogged down during the busy hours, but she has been struggling all day. Customer, who? Me? Question mark. Customer, who has been struggling all day? Me? Small chuckle. Oh no mom, I was talking about the printer. Customer, why does the printer need to be a girl? Me? Not understanding this person is seriously angry. Her name is Sheba. Customer, I didn't ask you what you named it, I'm asking why you think it's okay gender something. Me? Now realizing she is in fact serious about it. My apologizes, I won't do that again. At this point she just starts to lecture me as I scan and bag the next customer's stuff, who mind you has heard the entire convo this lady had with me. Other customer, why did you name her Sheba? Me, because it's a Toshiba printer. He laughs, I laugh. Lady goes over to manager to complain, manager comes over after lady left, joins my customer and myself laughing about the whole ordeal. Too long didn't read, customer got mad, I called a printer a she, complains, but no one gave a shit. Edit, wowzers, I did not think this post would gain any traction, let alone this. Thanks everyone. And for those who asked, Sheba is off the struggle bus and is doing fine now, thanks for asking, smile. I work fixing printers and whenever I show up to fix one, I always ask, is this the guy I need to fix? I hope no one ever acts like this lady. Speechless face. Yeah, that lady needs to chill. Nobody likes running into people who like that. At my old job we named the registers Register 1, Francisco Dos and Eduardo III. Hope they're never planning a trip to a Spanish-speaking country, smiley face, or French. You didn't fuck up, you just met an annoying asshole. Can't wait for this lady to learn that French exists. Ha ha ha, why on earth would she care? Exclamation mark. We have so many storage closets where I work, that we jokingly named one David and now refer to it as such. Where is the extra paper? It's in David. Can you check to see if there's an extra toner in David?